follow her. It's 2 or 3 cops pulling up now. She had the guy follow her and sit in the truck. Here, you hold this phone. I'll hold the phone because I'm not playing no games. Because there is no reason for them to be here. I will. How you doing?
Good. I'm Officer Sweeney.
How you doing?
Going to Attention Police. Pretty good. We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, what's going on is my landlord told me this morning, well, yesterday, that she needed to bring someone into my house, a plumber.
Okay.
So I had asked her to wait.
Here?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, she's not the landlord. She's the landlord's daughter.
Okay.
The landlord's not here right now. So she asked, can they come in yesterday? And I said, first of all, they gave us a 60-day notice out for they're having problems. This goes too deep. They had people in here working the whole time when nobody was supposed to be in here working during the pandemic.
Okay.
So I'm a little upset about that because me and my son have been getting sick on and off. So something happened while they was in here and there was a leak downstairs. So she's saying it's from our apartment. So we let them in the apartment a couple of weeks ago. She says, okay, my insurance company's going to pay for it, but if the leak happens again, they're not going to pay for it. So I'm like, okay. So they gave us 60 days to leave. So I said, okay. So then she comes yesterday. It's the first time I talked to her in a couple of weeks. And says, I need a plumber to come into your apartment today. I said, I'm moving and my stuff is all over the place, so I really don't feel comfortable with nobody in my place. Right. And then so when I left and I said, I don't want nobody in my place while I'm not here. So she said, now before I gave her open door to my place, and that's what she's used to. Okay. But now since stuff is going around, I don't want everybody in my place. So yesterday I said, well, actually, since the pandemic's still going on, I don't really want nobody in there right now. So she said, well, landlords only have to give you 24 hours notice. Okay. So I said, okay, that's what I said. So then I said, well, guess what? And my son's therapist is on the phone. I'm sorry.
She told you this yesterday?
Yes, this was yesterday. She texted me. She said, we only have to give you 24-hour notice. So I said, okay.
It wasn't in writing.
But she's not the landlord again.
She's not the
landlord. The landlord didn't give me a notice. Now, if I wanted to be a BI, I could have said, then your mom needs to come give me 24-hour notice. But I didn't do that. So I said, they can come in around 11:30 because I got to take my stepfather to the VA this morning. So I dropped them off. I came back here by 11:30. She says, oh, well, the plumber can't come until 3:30, 4 o'clock. So now you got me out of my house all day. Okay, cool. I didn't say nothing. I was going to visit my sister who's here from out of town. So I go up to the hotel for 2-3 hours. I come back. Now, mind you, I got it in text. She said, anybody who comes in your house, they're going to have gloves and mask on. I already know they ain't going to wear it because they ain't been wearing it the whole time. They've been fixing the place up. So she said they'll have it on. So we happen to be riding past here, and I'm like, I see a new plumber truck, not the ones we're used to. So I said, Dean, well, why don't you just go in and check? So, of course, when he comes out, she's not with them. So now you lied to me, and I have it in text that you said you will be in my place with them, watching them at all times. She's supposed to be in there. When we came out, they had no gloves on. Dude didn't have his mask on, and she wasn't with them. So now I'm upset. So Dean said, you know what? You didn't do what you said you was going to do. He said, I'm changing my locks. So they left. The plumbers left. He went upstairs and got a lock and changed the bottom lock. So now she's mad. Because, yeah, he locked all, shut all room doors.
Shut them, but they
and
pushed
all
the
of our
doors
doors are open.
But then they
so
turned my lights on. But you turned my lights on. That's the problem, Tom.
Okay,
You turned my lights on.
He got upset when he went upstairs.
I don't have no problem with the lady. If she was there, this wouldn't even be like this.
We gave her permission to go in.
It wouldn't even be like this.
But like I said, he shut the doors because we knew that they going to go through our stuff now. I already know because I gave her full permission before. And after I started opening my house to too many people, here we go with this. Well, we going to give y'all 60 days to leave and we don't have to give y'all permission. We don't have to give y'all explanation. And I'm like, well, you went from you moving next door to us having dinner together to the pandemic to now you don't want us around your place and now you locking everything up and taking keys. Because he had all the keys to everything around here for the last 2 years. So everybody started acting different over this last month or two. And I started getting leery. And I'm like this, okay, then I don't feel comfortable with everybody around my stuff like that. And again, so today when we came in, 3 guys are coming out. I don't know none of them. And they coming out of my apartment and she wasn't with them. So that's when he said, I'm changing the locks on my door.
They were with the plumbing
and
company,
I feel,
or they were supposed to be with the plumbing company?
Well, one guy he's in the truck right there. I guess
This guy over here in the black one?
Because he's one of the workers.
Okay.
So she must have told him she was scared. So he waited here for y'all to come, I guess. But that's my whole thing. I ain't do nothing to her. I ain't never put no threat at that lady, and I don't even know why she called the cops. But I had my son's therapist on the phone because I was like, I bet you she gonna call the cops. And she was like, no, she ain't gonna do that. I just had her on the phone the whole time just to know what's going on for my safety. You know what I mean?
Is this your son?
No, this is my fiance.
I'm sorry. Okay.
So the whole point is that we gotta leave at July, the end of July. Mm-hmm. So I'm like this, why don't they just wait until we leave and then they can finish doing what they gotta do? Since you rushing us out so you can handle this anyway, why rush us out and fix the problem while we're here? Right. That's just upsetting me a little more because I feel like your mom told me that the building's so old, everything's falling apart, so that's why we gotta leave. But then she tells me it's our toilet, and I'm like, so then she says they gotta come in today until 6. And then she said, or maybe later, once we get the toilet up, we'll find out. So I'm thinking, well, now you want me out of my house for a whole day. 3 weeks ago, she didn't tell me till 10 o'clock at night, oh, your water's off in the whole building. So you got to go to a hotel. And I'm like, I was fit to be tired because I'm like, now I'm going to a hotel in the pandemic. So I'm just at the point now, I've been looking for a place so I could just settle all this and be done with them, let them finish what they got to do. But I don't want people in and out of my stuff when I got my stuff scattered all over the place. So that's where we're at.
I understand that.
And I think she's taking it personal because I talked to her earlier and I'm like, I felt more comfortable with you when everybody was closer.
All she had to do is go in the place with them guys.
She's not the landlord. She's the landlord's daughter. Huh? No, she's not on the lease at all. She's just the one we dealt with because her mom was in and out. Yeah, but her mom was here earlier too, but she ain't talking to nobody. All of a sudden, once we got our papers, people just start walking past us and not speaking. So that's my thing. Like, y'all acting different, so I'm going to act different. I don't feel comfortable with y'all like that no more. I took them in like they was family. I let her come in, sit in my house for hours when they was waiting for people to do work and stuff. This is all in the past 2 years. So I told her, I called her auntie at one point. But once everybody started acting different, I'm like, I said, I don't feel close to you like that no more. So I don't really want people up and around my stuff. So that's where we're at.
Is it 60 days from today? Or?
From the day they gave us the paper. So it's about our last day would be July 31st, I think.
So you got like a month left.
Yeah.
Like a little over a month.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
Okay. Yeah, well, you got all that time still to get your stuff out.
Yeah, we have time. We're just looking, but they want to go in and fully troubleshoot and do why I'm in there. And I'm like, how you doing? And I'm like, if y'all want me out now, then get me a place to stay until...
So I just talked to Sue. She was here with, I guess, the toilet. Something happened to the toilet. It overflowed.
It happened a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
So
she was here with plumbers trying to fix the toilet so it
she
doesn't
told
flood
us
downstairs.
Right. So right now she told me there's no problem up there at all. She just scared that it might be something later. But my problem is we gave her permission to go up. She promised me earlier today that she would be in there with the plumbers.
She did say she stepped outside for about 5 minutes.
Well, when we came, they was all coming downstairs, and Dean went upstairs, and all my doors that he shut were
She wasn't sitting in the living room or nothing.
And
she was
the lights
there.
were on.
Yeah,
so
she said she was outside for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, see that to me, I don't like that because
is there any problem with her rescheduling the plumber to come out some other time?
I'd rather wait until I leave, to be honest, because of this pandemic.
I'm gonna leave it up to her. I'm gonna leave it up to my wife.
At this point,
because I tried.
As the property owner,
she got to go in.
that it doesn't flood the downstairs again.
So does like.
Can you
I don't know.
make arrangements?
I can, because I had no problem with her.
Okay.
But I don't want a whole bunch of people in my house at this time, and they're not securing themselves.
So I'll tell her to give you a call, and you guys work out some time. And
they ain't wear no gloves or no masks or nothing. They ain't wear nothing. They ain't wear nothing.
And, that's good, right?
Yep, I guess so. Because I was gonna say, I guess she could tell me how long it'll take because she's telling me today that it's gonna take about maybe 4 or 5 hours more. Right. So I've been out of my house since. Honestly, I left at like 9, 10 o'clock this morning to go down to the VA, and I done been back.
Is her mom sick or anything?
No, her mom been out here running around all day.
So she's part of the owner group
of the Daggers Association.
So she is.
Right.
So she is.
Okay.
An owner. So
she can say that, but they wouldn't even let her sign my lease. Her mom, I get what you're saying. We dealt with her the whole time, honestly.
I'll let her know to get a hold of you. You guys will work out a time and place. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
This is the first time,
funny, man.
Can I see your info before we leave?
Yep.
Okay. What's your first name?
It's Janetta, Jea.
J-E-A?
N-E-T-T-A.
Hold on, J-E-A.
It's okay. N-E-T-T-A. Yep. And last name's Johnson.
Johnson.
I might change the locks. I'll change the damn lock. I ain't trying to hear
And
that.
what's your birthday?
It's 2/16/77.
And your phone number I should reach out.
It's 215
Okay.
808
808.
6922.
And what's the apartment number?
It's apartment B.
Apartment B. All right.
Yep, and it's 754.
17.
I ain't got no problem leaving the correct locks on the door, but it hurt me because those people's in my apartment.
Well,
man.
she were used
Yeah,
to her
I mean,
telling us
you
one
know what I'm
thing,
saying? So I
and-
got no choice but to. I got all my stuff packed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you gonna change it back, or you?
No,
gonna
I'm
leave
gonna
them?
put it back.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it back for her because I know that's gonna make her
appreciate
happy.
it.
Like,
But
I
my
trust
thing,
her, but
yeah, she's supposed
she
to
has
be
to do what
there.
she says she's going
She
to
has
do.
to
She
be
told me she's
there.
going to be in there with them, and I see new plumbers. Like, we've been here for over 13 years. That's the problem. We left for a little bit and came back.
Okay.
And I was going to say, I took them in as family. But, so, we was used to a different plumbing group coming. So I thought that's who was coming today. When I seen a whole new crew,
Yeah.
I'm like, who's these
Yeah,
people
like,
in my
okay.
house, and why
How many
isn't
people
she
you
with
got coming
them?
in here? Yeah.
So that's, you know what I mean? That's my
I ain't
issue.
so much mind that she just wasn't in there,
it's just-
man.
Well, I think she's more upset because she lives in Virginia and she gonna have to reschedule to come back up here.
She should have been in there. She should have been in
Right.
there.
Well, then they gotta let us know in ahead of time. Then.
Exactly.
She could have came here and did all this.
If you think you can speak with her civilly?
Yeah, I have no issue with her. She's a sweetheart all about this. It's just the fact that I'm upset because I gotta move first of all, and then all my stuff is scattered. So I didn't expect them. Her mom told me that it's falling apart. I gotta close it down and refix it. I didn't expect them to say we still gotta come in and start fixing stuff while you're in here. And that's when I'm like, because in that case I'll work out something where I can go to a hotel for 2 days, and that way if they have to cut the water off, I'm totally out their way, and I'm not bringing my son in. We both have asthma. And we're overweight, so I'm scared that anytime somebody comes around, you know, just in our place or whatever, it scares me. So
I understand. All right, like you
it's
said.
upsetting because it shouldn't have to be like
I
this.
know. And
Okay.
just call and set up a time where it's gonna work out for everybody. Make sure
Okay.
they tell you how long they're gonna be.
Right.
And
Okay.
none of this like I
And
need
I'll
to be
know I
here
have to
now,
leave.
and now I might be here longer. And
Right.
Let them know how long it's gonna be, or
Okay.
if you need to do a full day, you got to get out, and at least you can plan ahead of time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
all right, I
All
appreciate
right.
it.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem.
Bitch. That's how people do you. That's how people
Yep.
do you.
My niece? So basically she's saying that something's wrong with our toilet right now. She told me earlier that nothing